Hi students, good evening. Welcome to the YEP Master. And students, we have been discussing the molecular orbital theory, and in last class up to nitrogen and nitrogen related species we have completed. Now we have to discuss the oxygen and oxygen related species. And as I already told you, the molecular orbital electron configuration order will be changed from oxygen onwards. So what happens up to nitrogen? The p orbitals are half filled, therefore s and p orbitals energy difference is less, therefore overlapping combination of 2s and 2p orbitals is possible. Whereas in when oxygen, when the electrons, 4 electrons are present in the 2p orbitals, the top filled configuration has lost, therefore the energy difference between the 2s and 2p increases, hence overlapping is not possible. Therefore, 2p orbital energy is less than that of the pi 2py and pi 2pz. If it is the case, formation of O2 molecule, formation of O2 molecule, and O2 means it contains the 16 electrons, 16 electrons. When it is contains 16 electrons, the energy level order is sigma 1s, sigma star 1s and sigma 2s and sigma star 2s. Then sigma 2px, sigma 2px, pi 2py is equal pi 2pz, pi 2pz. And this one is pi star 2py is equal pi star 2pz and sigma star 2px, sigma star 2px. Now if you calculate this 16 electrons, now start filling up the electrons. 2 electrons here, 2 here, 2 here, 2 here. See here sigma 2px is less than that of the pi 2py and is equal to pi 2pz, which was not the case in up to nitrogen, because there S and P overlapping is possible. Here S and P overlapping is not possible, therefore its energy becomes less than that of the pi 2py is equal to pi 2pz. And here also 2 electrons, and how many? 10 electrons completed, 12, 14, 15, 16. Because they are equal energy orbitals, they must be half filled before pairing takes place. This is how it takes place. Now students, bond order is equal to number of electrons in the bonding orbitals. How many electrons are there in the bonding orbitals? 10. 10. Add antibonding orbitals 6 by 2 is equal to 4 by 2 is equal to 4 by 2 is equal to 2. So that is the reason why oxygen molecule exists as a diatomic molecule. Double bond between the two oxygen atoms like this, because bond order is 2. Bond order is directly proportional to the number of bonds between the atoms. So 2 bonds between the two oxygen atoms. And students, if you calculate the molecular orbital energy diagram, and 1s 2s diagrams are same, only difference is 2p. This is 2p of one and this is the 2p of another orbital like this. Now here what happens? Like this is the order. This is sigma 2px, pi 2py is equal pi 2pz, pi star 2py is equal pi star 2pz, and this is sigma star 2px, like this. Now here each p orbital contains the 4 electrons, like this. Eight electrons. So here 2 electrons, 6 electrons, and here 1 electron, and here 1 electron. This would be the molecular orbital energy diagram for the 2p orbitals of oxygen atoms, same. So as the pi star orbitals contains the unpaired electrons, it is paramagnetic in nature. Paramagnetic in nature. Students, if you remember, one of the causes to propose the molecular orbital theory was to explain the paramagnetic nature of the oxygen. Actually, according to valency bond theory, oxygen was a diamagnetic molecule, but it was not so. Oxygen shows the paramagnetic nature, which could not be explained by the valency bond theory. So in order to explain the paramagnetic nature of the oxygen, and this molecular orbital theory was put forth, and in which it was proved that because of the presence of unpaired electrons in the anti-bonding pi orbitals, it is paramagnetic in nature, and magnetic moment would be 2.84. Like this. This is about the oxygen molecule, students. Clearly given. Here every information regarding the oxygen molecule is written here. Please note it down. This is for the oxygen molecule. Just I am giving you the few seconds of time, you just write down this. And students, as I told you, you have to note down each and every important point that is being explained here. Then only you will follows. You will not have any confusion later. So you can follow us very promptly if you write down all the information that we are giving here. Okay, write down. This is for oxygen molecule. So this is the bond order. This is the bond order 2. Bond order is 2. Therefore, oxygen contains double bond between the atoms. It is a paramagnetic nature. Magnetic moment is 2.84. Now let us see the O2 plus. O2 plus means how many electrons will be there? 15 electrons will be there. 15 electrons. 15 electrons means 1 electron will be lost from here. So if 1 electron is lost from there, like this, if this electron is removed, then O2 plus bond order will be number of bonding electrons are same, they are not changed, but anti-bonding electrons have been changed. That is becomes 5 instead of 6 now 5, because 1 electron being removed by 2. So therefore the bond order is 2.5. Still it is paramagnetic in nature because of the presence of one unpaired electron. Paramagnetic, and dipole moment, magnetic moment is 1.73 Bohr magnetons. This is the information related to the O2 plus. O2 plus. I am rubbing this. For oxygen species, we do not have to write the molecular energy orbital diagram. And this is the information related to the O2 plus. O2 plus. Bond order is 2.5, paramagnetic in nature, and magnetic moment is 1.73 Bohr magnetons. Okay students, fine. Bond order is 2.5, paramagnetic because of the presence of unpaired electron. As one pair unpaired electron is there, magnetic moment is 1.73 Bohr magnetons. O2 2 plus, O2 2 plus, O2 2 plus will contain the 14 electrons. O2 2 plus will contain the 14 electrons. 14 electrons means one more electron will be lost from here. If one more electron is lost from there, then bond order will be, for O2 2 plus, the bond order will be, here the bond order will be, there is no change in number of bonding electrons, they are 10 only. Anti-bonding orbitals are decreased by 2, therefore they become 4. So that is 3. Bond order is 3. As the bond order is 3, that is diamagnetic in nature. Diamagnetic in nature. And magnetic moment would be 0. Because there are no unpaired electrons. This is for O2 2 plus. Diamagnetic in nature and magnetic moment is 0. And this is the information related to the O2 2 plus. Now students, let us see the O2 minus. O2 minus will contain the 17 electrons, And how many are there here? 8, 10, 12, 14. 14 means 16 and 17. This is 17. Then how to calculate the bond order? Bond order, here bond order is equals, no change in unpaired electron, but number of electrons in anti-bonding orbitals increased. That means minus 7 by 2 is equal to 1.5, and still paramagnetic in nature because the presence of unpaired electron, paramagnetic, and magnetic moment is 1.73 Bohr magnetons. O2 2 minus, O2 2 minus. O2 2 minus means how many electrons, students? 18 electrons. 18 electrons. 18 electrons means bond order is equals bond order is equals 10, anti-bonding orbitals is equal to 8 by 2 is equal to 1. So this here magnetic moment is equal to, this is diamagnetic in nature, and magnetic moment is equal to 0 because there are no unpaired electrons. And this is all the information related to the oxygen species, students. Have a look. Now here write one table, students, that is species, molecular orbital electron configuration, you can say molecular orbital electron configuration, and here you have to write bond order, and here magnetic moment, What is species of oxygen are O2, O2 minus, O2 2 minus, and O2 plus, and O2 2 plus. Molecular orbital electron configuration, you know that. Already we have seen that sigma 1s2, sigma star 1s2, and sigma 2s2, and sigma star 2s2, and sigma 2px2 pi 2py is equal pi 2pz, and here 2, and this is pi star 2py is equal to pi star 2pz. Here 1. This is the molecular orbital electron configuration for O2. Bond order is 2, and magnetic moment is 2.84, like this. Now you can fill up this thing, students. O2 minus means one more electron is added here. Like that you can fill up the electron configuration. Bond order of O2 minus is 1.5, and this 1.5, 1.73 Bohr magnetons. O2 2 minus is 1, 1 means 0, and O2 plus is 2.5. and 1.73. O2 2 plus is 3. 3 means 0. And it is paramagnetic in nature. This is paramagnetic, and this is also paramagnetic. And this is a diamagnetic. And O2 2 plus is diamagnetic. Like this. This table is very important, students. Oxygen, this electron configuration you fill up on your own. So here one point you have to understand, in case of positive charges increase, bond order increase. If number of positive charges increase, bond order also increase. As the bond order increases, bond length decreases. bond energy increase. This is one relation. And you see, as the number of negative charges increase, bond order decreases. Number of negative charges increase, bond order decreases. Bond length increase, bond energy decrease. These are the very important points you have to note down regarding oxygen species. And this is the shortcut method, students. In case of oxygen species, as the number of positive charges increase, the bond order increase. As the bond order increase, bond length decrease and bond energy increase. This is very important point, and this is the complete picture of the molecular orbital energy diagrams for the oxygen. This is for oxygen related molecules. Right, students, next heterodiatomic molecules. Heterodiatomic molecules. Heterodiatomic molecules. Formation of NO. Formation of NO. NO will contains the NO contains the 8 plus 7 15 electrons. 8 plus 7 15 electrons NO. And here the order is sigma 1s2, sigma star 1s2, and sigma 2s2 and sigma star 2s2. Sigma 1s2, sigma star 1s2, sigma 2s2, sigma star 2s2. Pi 2 py, pi 2 py is equal pi 2 pz. So here also 2 electrons, 2 electrons. Total how many now? 10, 12. Then sigma 2 px2, sigma 2 px2. One more electron, that is pi star 2 py is equal pi star 2 pz. Like this, NO. Here sigma 2px is greater than that of the pi 2py, pi 2pz means, which indicates there is a possibility of sp overlapping. Here sp overlapping takes place, that is the reason why sigma 2px is more energetic than the pi 2py and pi 2pz. So now bond order, if you calculate, what is the bond order? Number of electrons in the bonding orbital 4, 6, 8, 10. Antibonding orbitals 5 by 2 is equal to 2.5, 2.5, and we have one unpaired electron, therefore it is paramagnetic in nature. Paramagnetic in nature. And students, as one unpaired electron is there, magnetic moment would be 1.73 Bohr magnetons. Like this. This is the formation of NO. Now, formation of NO plus. Formation of NO plus. Formation of NO plus contains the fourteen electrons. 14 electrons. Now, students, let us write down the order. Same 14 electrons means this electron will be lost, and this electron is lost. This is lost. Now, what would be the bond order? What would be the bond order? 10 minus 4 by 2 is equal to 3. It is diamagnetic in nature. Diamagnetic in nature, and they don't contain any unpaired electrons, therefore mu is equal to 0. This is the NO, and that is NO plus. Formation of NO and formation of NO plus. These two are very, very important. Here also, as the number of positive charges increases, the bond order decreases. See students, if the bond order increased means, we have to understand the electron being removed from the anti-bonding orbitals, then only bond order increases. When the bond order increases, bond length must decrease. When electron removed from the anti-bonding orbital, the bond length should decrease as the bond order increases. This is for the NO, formation of NO. One second students, just have a look on that. Next, formation of CN. Formation of cyanide, only cyanide. Cyanide means it contains the 6 plus 7, 13 electrons. 13 electrons. And if you write the electron configuration, same. Sigma 1s, sigma star 1s, sigma 2s, sigma star 2s. And this is common. And here also sp overlapping is possible, therefore pi 2 py will come first, and pi 2 pz and sigma 2 px, and then pi star 2 py is equal pi star 2 pz and sigma star 2 px is the order. This is the order. Now start filling up the electrons. How many electrons needs to be filled? 13 electrons. And this is 2, this is 2, this is 2, this is 2, 2, 2. How many electrons? 8, 10, 12. And this is the 13. Bond order is equal to 2.5. Paramagnetic. Magnetic moment is 1.73 Bohr magnetons. Cn minus 14 electrons. 14 electrons. 14 electrons means what would be the bond order, students? One more electron will be added here. See here, this becomes sigma 2px2. For Cn minus, one more electron will be added there. If one more electron is added, this becomes sigma 1s2, sigma star 1s2 and sigma 2s2 and sigma star 2s2. 8 electrons completed. Pi 2 py is equal to pi 2 pz. 2 electrons, 2 electrons, 10 and 12. Then it becomes the sigma 2 px2. 14 electrons. Now bond order is equal to bond order is equal to 10 minus 4 by 2 is equal to 3. Bond order is 3. Diamagnetic, no unpaired electron, it is diamagnetic. Whenever it is diamagnetic, automatically mu value is equal to 0. And that is Cn, and this is Cn minus. Bond order increases from Cn to Cn minus. As the bond order increases, bond length decreases. This is for Cn and Cn minus, students. Now, and last one is carbon monoxide. Carbon monoxide, formation of carbon monoxide, which is very important. Carbon monoxide contains 6 plus 8, 14 electrons. 14 electrons. 14 electrons means this becomes sigma 1s2, sigma star 1s2 and sigma 2s2 and sigma star 2s2. 8 electrons completed. Now 2 more electrons, and the 2 electrons will actually, let us see, actually this is not the order, let us assume this is the order. What happens? Original order I will tell you. First let us assume this is the order, then pi 2 py is equal pi 2 pz and sigma 2 px, sigma 2 px. Let us say this is the order. Now we need to fill up the 14 electrons, means 8, 10, 12 and 14 electrons completed. Then if you calculate the bond order, how much it comes? 10 my bonding electrons and anti-bonding electrons are 4 by 2 is equal to 3. Bond order is 3. Bond order is 3. Now let us see the CO plus. Formation of CO plus. CO plus. That means 1 electron is lost. If 1 electron is lost, how many electrons will be there? 13 electrons will be there. 13 electrons will be there. And students, here because of the CO plus, if the electron is removed from that, then calculate the bond order. What happens? Bond order is equal to 9 minus 4 by 2 is equal to 2.5. And carefully listen, from CO to CO2 plus, the bond order decreased. As the bond order decreases, bond length should increase. As the bond order decreased here, the bond length should have been increased. But on contrary, it is observed that bond length decreased from here to here. Bond length decreased means there must have been increase in the bond order. In order to get the bond order increased, the electron must be removed from the anti-bonding orbitals. That's what we discussed. In order to get the bond order increased, the electron must have been removed from the anti-bonding orbital. Here there are no anti-bonding orbitals with respect to pi or sigma 2p. So there is only one anti-bonding orbital, that is sigma star 2s and sigma star 1s. 1s is very low energy. Higher energy anti-bonding orbital is only sigma 2s. That means electron must have been removed from sigma star 2s. When electron can be removed from the anti-bonding orbital sigma 2s? When its energy is greater than that of the pi 2 py, pi 2 pz and sigma 2 px. Therefore, based on that it is written, the bond order is written pi 2 py is equal to pi 2 pz. This is 2 electrons, this is 2 electrons. 10 sigma 2 px2 and this is sigma star 2s2. That must be the bond order. I mean molecular orbital energy electron configuration for CO must be like this. Sigma star 2s is much greater than that of the sigma 2px and pi 2py, pi 2pz. The reason is from here to here bond order decreased. So bond length should increase, but on contrary bond length is decreased. That means bond order must have been increased. In order to get the bond order increased, now electron must be removed from sigma star 2s. Then bonding orbitals will be 4, 8, 10 by 3, 2 is equal to 3.5 like this. This is the CO and CO plus. Very important, students, write down. That is the bond order. Right students, this is all about the molecular orbital energy diagrams. If you want, there is one more, fluorine. If you want to write, you can write for fluorine. Formation of fluorine. Formation of fluorine. Fluorine contains the 18 electrons. Fluorine contains the 18 electrons. 18 electrons means that must be sigma 1s2, sigma star 1s2 and sigma 2s2 and sigma star 2s2 and sigma 2px2, sigma 2px 10 electrons. Pi 2py is equal to pi 2pz, 2 and 2. Now, pi star 2py is equal to pi star 2pz. Like this. Now, bond order is in the 10 minus antibonding electrons 4, 6, 8 by 2 is equal to 1. That's the reason why fluorine contains a single bond. Diamagnetic and magnetic moment is 0. No unpaired electrons, therefore magnetic moment is 0. And this is for fluorine molecule. So here ends the completely the molecular orbital theory for various molecular species we have completed, and this is how the total molecular orbital theory is completed. Very important area in the chemical bonding. Okay. Now let us see some questions related to the molecular orbital theory. This is NEET 2019 question. What is the question? Which of the following dimolecular species has only pi bonds according to molecular orbital theory? Which of the following diatomic molecular species has only pi bonds according to molecular orbital theory? Be2 doesn't exist. Carbon electron configuration, if you take the carbon electron configuration, and carbon 12 electrons means sigma 1s2, sigma star 1s2 and sigma 2p, sigma 2s2 and sigma star 2s2, 8 electrons, and that is pi 2py is equal to pi 2pz here, 8, 10 and 12. So, electrons are filled up in the pi orbitals. So, if you take the bond order of carbon would be eight minus 4 by 2 is equal to, bond order is T, and electrons are filled in only the pi orbitals and pi 2py and pi 2pz. So, the answer is carbon, students. That means electron has not entered into the antibonding orbitals of the pi. Electron was only present in the pi orbitals, not present in the antibonding pi orbitals. But in case of O2 N2, they are also present in antibonding. N2 is not. Which of the following is paramagnetic? O2 is paramagnetic. We know that O2 is paramagnetic because of the presence of unpaired electron, that pi star 2px and pi star 2py and pi star 2pz, there are unpaired electrons, therefore it contains the paramagnetic in nature. Which of the following is the correct dipole moment? Not dipole moment we are doing. Consider the following species Cn plus CnO and Cn-. Which of these will have the highest bond order? A is NO, B is Cn minus, Cn plus and Cn. Cn we have calculated the bond order is 2.5. 2.5 bond order is calculated 2.5. See actually Cn the order is sigma 1s2, sigma star 1s2 and sigma 2s2 and sigma star 2s2. 8 electrons. And this one Cn pi 2 py is equal pi 2 pz, pi 2 pz, 2 electrons, 2 electrons, 10, 12, 13 no. So, Cn is 6 plus 7, 13, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 and this is sigma 2 px is equal to 1 and this is Cn plus means this will go out and that electron will not be there. Cn plus means this electron will not be there. Now what is the bond order, students? 2, 4, 6, 8, 8 minus 4, 2, bond order will be 2. This is the bond order is 2 in this case and this is we calculated, this is 3. NO is also 2.5. NO plus is the 3 but NO is 2.5. So, here answer would be Cn minus. We calculated this. This is which of the following species, the pairs of species have the same bond order? Yeah, Cn minus bond order is 3, carbon monoxide bond order is also 3. Just now we have calculated. N2 bond order is 3, O2 minus as the number of negative charges increase bond order decreases and that is 1.5. CO is 3 and this is 2.5 and this is 2 and NO plus is 3. So, answer would be B, students. We are looking for this one. Decreasing order of stability of O2, O2 minus, O2 plus and O2 2 minus. Bond or stability is directly proportional to bond order because we know that bond order is directly proportional to bond energy and bond energy is directly proportional to stability. Bond order is directly proportional to bond energy is directly proportional to stability. So, if it is the case, what is the bond order? Oxygen species we have calculated. O2 is 2, O2 plus is 2.5, O2 minus is 1.5, O2 2 minus is 1 Anna. So, the highest bond order will contain the O2 plus is greater than O2, O2 is greater than O2 minus, O2 minus is greater than O2 2 minus. So, the answer would be D. The correct bond order in the following species is, yeah, same, B is O2 2 plus, O2 plus, O2 minus. Because bond order in O22 plus is 3 and here it is 2.5 and it is 2. Which of the following is paramagnetic? Yeah, O2 contains 2 unpaired electrons, O2 minus contains 1 unpaired electron. So as it contains the 1 unpaired electron, that is paramagnetic in nature. We have done all this. That is the reason why the each and every species we have discussed the magnetic nature also. So O2 minus contains the 1 unpaired electron and it is paramagnetic in nature. Which of the following is paramagnetic? Already we have done this. Here there is a question, which of the following contains maximum number of nodal planes? Which of the following contains the maximum number of nodal planes? Sigma 2px, sigma star 2px and pi 2py and pi star 2py. What is the answer? There are 4 options here. Which of the following contains the maximum number of nodal planes? Already I told you students, sigma 2px contains the 1 nodal plane. It contains 1 nodal plane. And sigma star 2px contains these, 0 nodal planes. 0 nodal planes. Sigma 2px contains the 1 nodal plane. Pi 2py contains the 1 nodal plane, and pi star 2py contains the 2 nodal planes. So the answer would be, pi star 2py, pi star 2pz together will contain the 4 nodal planes. This is what number of nodal planes. This is very important, number of nodal planes. This table is very important, students. Already I told you regarding number of nodal planes. And this one, sigma 2px will be like this, no nodal planes, and sigma star will be like this, there is 1 nodal plane, and pi is like this, and this one anti-bonding is like this. There are 2 nodal planes, 1 nodal plane, another nodal plane, and these are 2 nodal planes. These lines are nodal planes. And this is sigma, and this is the sigma star, and this is the pi 2py, and this is the pi star 2py. Right students, we have completed almost very important topic like molecular orbital theory, which is the very biggest and very important in chemical bond chapter. Now what is left over in chemical bonding is only bond parameters. It doesn't take much time. So by next class the chemical bond will be completed. The very important chemical bond will be completed, and also we will discuss all the previous questions in the next class. Okay. Now just we have discussed the questions related to the molecular orbital theory. In next class we will discuss all the questions that are being asked on the chemical bonding chapter in previous examinations. Okay. That's all for today's class. See you in the next class. Till then, have a nice time and have a safe time.